Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to SUSECON 24. My name is Robert, and I'm joined by my esteemed guest, Mark from Intel. Mark, welcome to the show. How are you?
I'm well, Robert. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. So, is this your first SUSECON?
I
Second?
think this is my first SUSECON, although I've worked with SUSE for a long, long time. I've never been to
We
this one.
finally got you out here.
Yeah, it's been great.
Was it Berlin that attracted you?
Well, Berlin is pretty cool. I hadn't been here before, so
It is. It is. We went downtown a couple days ago, and I'm like, oh, this is really big. This is big. It's kind of feels like New York size,
does kinda,
like a
yeah.
vibe. So, it's your first SUSECON. It's been great so far. We have a long-standing partnership with you guys. We've done a lot of work, but specifically, anything notable this year that you guys have done with us that we can talk about that's, not under an NDA or nothing secret? And
Nothing secret. Yeah, we've been working on, we have some new Xeon platforms, our Gen 6 Xeon just launching, and we've been working on getting that fully supported in SUSE Linux
Mhm.
SP6, which is great. And we also have a new client platform, kind of AI focused, our AI PC platform, which is codenamed Meteor Lake, but it's our Core Ultra, also supported in SP6. So we've been continuing our cadence of making sure when we have new platforms, it works great in SUSE Linux.
For anyone who doesn't know, that certification and that testing is not like 10 minutes.
Right.
It
This is
takes weeks, sometimes
absolutely.
months to do. So when something new that they produce, we have to have something certified on it. It is a
It's a deep engineering partnership, really.
yeah.
Yeah.
So they'll find things that don't work, vice versa. I mean, have we
Yeah.
ever found something on your side doesn't work?
I certainly, yeah.
I mean, like a chip
It's
doesn't work. This chip's broken.
chips have bugs just like software. So yeah, it's super important. And we meet very frequently co-engineering. We've done it for a long time. I remember I used to go to Nuremberg and meet with the SUSE engineering team, and we would talk roadmaps and
I'll be there
roll
next
our
week.
sleeves up and yeah, have some good Bavarian food. And it was
That you were absolutely it
you
does have.
certainly can get that in Nuremberg.
I will be a couple pounds heavier after next week because
Right.
that's what Nuremberg does to me. So we talked about SB6. Now we released Sleep Micro. Is
Yeah.
there anything that you guys were doing with Sleep Micro,
Yes.
or is Sleep Micro like you're like
Fully
no,
enabled as well. Yeah. So
really?
same basic enabling carries over to Sleep Micro,
Okay.
which is great.
Was there any crossover between SB6 and Micro for that certification?
I think it's the same foundational technology and just
Okay.
doing that validation to make sure everything is good. But,
Okay.
it's built on the same core enabling work we do together, which is really cool.
Now we see you guys at KubeCon every year.
Yep.
There's Intel powers a lot of those data centers that are running a lot of those cloud native workloads. Anything we can look forward to that we announced coming? I know you guys had those new Xeons come out, but anything like roadmap wise that you can share?
We do a fair bit of work in upstream Kubernetes and related projects.
Yep.
So we're always looking at how do we make sure we can plumb, like we've been working on, how do you make GPUs more of a first-class citizen inside of Kubernetes?
That's very important nowadays with
So
AI.
we have one of our engineers, Patrick Oley, actually, did a talk at KubeCon on some new device resource assignment technology that's coming into Kubernetes
Mhm.
that supports everybody's GPUs, but of course it'll work well with our upcoming GPUs. So you can really natively orchestrate nodes with GPUs in them much better in Kubernetes, which is, I think, a pretty cool advancement.
That's important now because now we're seeing AI workloads running on Kubernetes
Yeah,
and having
right.
that pass through is going to be, a better pass through, I should say.
Right.
So you're cutting that overhead because anytime you have, an abstraction, you're going to have overhead. You're going to want to cut it down to as least as possible. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Well, thank you very much for your time. We do appreciate it. And we'll see you in the community.